This is J.A. LaRock, M.A.M.E of the game, and today we are looking at a number of unreleased games. And today we're starting out with StarFox 2. Ooh, look at that. Space Dragon, that's scary. Now, this is going to be a little bit different than some of our other M.A.M E of the games, basically because we're trying to give you a little information besides just cracking jokes or trying to be funny. But of course we're going to try that too. As you can see, 1995 was supposed to be the release date. Andros is back. I don't know how this guy keeps not only escaping, but getting like multiple armies and ships. Like, where's he getting his money from? Somebody needs to attack his finances. So, this was a game that was supposed to come out for the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo Entertainment System in 1995. I mean, pretty much the game was complete. It was all put together. And they decided to pull it. And the main reason that they decided to do that was because the Nintendo 64 was about to come out. And they didn't want to have two games that were alike. Now, of course, anyone who likes classic gaming, who likes the Star Fox series, played Star Fox 64 and it was awesome. And believe it or not, what happened is they ended up taking a lot for that game from here. What's cool is in this version, you got your mothership, you got two new recruits you saw there in a little picture. Of course, you got the old team consisting of Fox, you got Falco, you got Peppy, you got Slippy, and you got the two new ones too. You got a dog, which is pretty cool, and a lynx. So what's interesting about this one, as you can see on the screen, is it's kind of open world almost. I guess it's open world as you can get back then. And what would happen is you would fly around the sectors and you would go after basically other enemy ships. And whenever you came into contact with one, like think of running into an enemy in like an RPG like Final Fantasy, then you would go into your battle screen like here and you would actually have to take them all out. Once you took them all out, then you would be able to go back to the main screen. You could also run from battles too, which is actually important because if you look at the bottom left of the screen, you'll see where it shows the percentage of damage that your home planet Conaria gets. So it kind of reminds me of Superman, what was it, on the PlayStation, where it had, Metropolis actually had a damage meter. So it wasn't that Superman would get beat, it's that so much damage would come to Metropolis you'd lose. Here you can still die, you can still get blown up, but your overall objective is to keep your home planet from getting too much damage. I mean, you can see as far as the stylings, it still looks a lot like the original. Look at those moves. Look at that. Yeah, that's new. This kind of reminds me like how you would fight some bosses in World of Warcraft. Just strafe. You could probably guess that this isn't me playing, because there's no way I'm this good. I would have got my ass kicked in moments. So, this game here is Aeon Flux. Anybody who remembers the old cartoon on MTV? You are a pretty badass chicken, Aeon Flux. Oh, Mario World. Well, Super Mario Wacky World is to be exact. Unfortunately, Aeon Flux, the game, I didn't have too much gameplay footage of it. But basically, that game was also supposed to be released, you know, based on the cartoon that came out on MTV. But yeah, never got released. It looked like it was gonna be kind of like a I guess it would be an adventure shooter. I guess that's what they would call it. They called it back then. Now, as far as Super Mario Wacky Worlds, that was a canceled Mario game that was supposed to come out actually on the Philips CDI, if anybody remembers that. So I mean that's kind of why it looks so different, even though it shares the music with other Mario games. But that could just be that they put that music in specifically for this test. Now this was supposed to be released in the 1990, and they made the early prototype of the game. They received positive feedback from Nintendo, but what happened was it wasn't so much the game, it was the CDI itself. It just wasn't selling, so they decided to kill it. It's kind of funny because when they were licensing out games like Zelda, anyone who's a fan of Zelda knows that when that license went out, there was a ton of terrible, terrible Zelda games that pretty much all of the Zelda community is just forgets because it was so terrible. And they just changed things up in such a way that was just weird and no one liked it. I mean, look here with Wacky Worlds. I mean, it just like where are we? Is this like some kind of African tribal mask thing? Like, I mean, granted, this is a prototype, so you can't be too hard. But at the same time, they were just gonna add some polish and things like this. I mean, there'd probably be enemies here, more things to do. But you gotta ask yourself, like, does this feel like any of the Mario games you're used to? I mean, maybe that's the point, to try to be different, but I mean, you have some of the characters, of course, like the turtles and stuff, but then you have like this other guy, like the blue guy, like what is that? Like, where'd it come from? I mean, at the same time, you have Super Mario 2, which was different as well, but it still explained it kind of with the dream, and you still had a lot of people that in the game that you were used to seeing. At the same time, it could have been something. If it kept some of the essence of Mario, it could have been interesting. I mean, here you have like a snow level. This place would probably have been super populated with guys. Now you may notice that we don't really play the music, and that's because I guess Nintendo is really crazy about that, even though it's just repeating on a strange loop. So that's why it's quiet here. Now the ship level, that doesn't look too bad. That's decent. Kind of could be in the essence of the old battleship that you saw in Super Mario 3. I don't know what this was supposed to be. Was that supposed to be like a gate, a warp gate? I like that. I like that move. He just jumps on the guy and just pushes him like into the wall. So I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be exactly the same, right? You don't have to have the exact characters. Everything doesn't have to be an exact copy of the previous game. But at the same time, it's like some things just look a little too weird. Like something like here, you have like a castle environment. There's nothing wrong with that. I kind of like the lightnings in the background though. That's kind of awesome. I wonder who those were pictures of. Alright, so our last game is Tattoo Assassin. And this one is, I mean, when you see it, you basically realize that it's kind of like a ripoff of Mortal Kombat. However, in this game, the power comes from the tattoos on their skin. I really wonder if this character select screen was like meant to like draw in the guys who just looking for any type of girl flesh. I really gotta wonder about that.
Round one.
I just like that. Instead of fight, round one kill. It's like they had to go extra hardcore. Like, no, we're not fighting, we're killing. Wow. I just love that Carla farts from her butt. I mean, I guess she's supposed to be like a Nancy Kerrigan. Anyone that doesn't know who that is? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't be Nancy Kerrigan because she was the victim. But you never know. Maybe this is her. After she got attacked, she decided to go mean about it. I don't know why they decided to make her be able to just fart on command. Look at that. I mean, I'm just gonna leave that there. That's her finisher. But okay, so the game came out. Well, it was to come out in 1994 by Data East.
I thought you could fight.
And yeah, this guy, like the last guy that she fought, looked like Liu Kang. This guy kind of looks like Jax. Again, I'm not playing this because if I was, oh, that's pretty cool. Your damn life bar explodes. Yeah, if I was playing this, I'd never be as good at playing any of these guys. Oh, no mercy. What the hell? Okay, I assume what was supposed to happen there was that the Zamboni was supposed to run him over. Which, that's weird. She just has a Zamboni on standby.
Round 1. Begin.
Okay, I don't understand the noise there when she froze the ground. How embarrassing must it be if someone kicks you in the balls and then farts on you? Yeah, I'm assuming those random orangutan noises are just part of the sound files that need to be put together. I love how his eyes bug out when you hit him. Alright, I still have no idea what that finisher was either.
I thought you could fight.
Alright, so here's an example of some of the characters. Like, Carla is an ice skater who is a oh, it is a spoof of Nancy Kerrigan, I was right. Wow, that's awesome. Alright, you also have AC Current, a cyber mercenary who is wanted by his former employees after industrial espionage double cross. Okay. Let's see, Truck. Truck Davis, a biker who is a lone survivor after his gang is slaughtered. He seeks to avenge the death of his comrades. So I guess someone in this tournament killed his biker gang? Oh, she just tries to fart on him again, okay. I just like the big boss is like, not!
I thought you could fight.
Round 1. Begin.
Let's see, M.A.M.E, an Amazon-like warrior woman who is battling land developers for control of her people's homeland. Oh man, so they're doing like deforesting in her area and she's pissed. I guess Kerrigan is pissed more.
Round 2. Kill.
I love the description. So there's a character, Billy Two Moons, right? And it says a stereotypical Native American character who is a fugitive from the US government. Yeah. Eat ship and die. Holy cow. Seriously? I mean, you have to believe that this is part of like beta because really just drop a ship just cuz. So here's Billy Two Moons. I love his outfit. That would totally work like any town you live in. If you have like a city center or an art center, he would fit in perfectly with the feather and the hat and everything.
Oh! Round 2, kill.
I mean, if you really think about it, Billy, I mean, it looks like he conjures the axe and the bow, but oh my god, these No Mercies just get stupider and stupider. So now she could just morph you into something like a random object.
Round 1.
All right, Hannah. Oh wow, this is great. Okay, Hannah Hart is a stripper on a quest to avenge the death of her friend at the hands of a serial killer. That is great. A battle stripper. How progressive we are. So in case you didn't know, each of the characters have magical tattoos, right? And they come to life whenever you do a special attack or a finishing move. I mean, that's basically all you know about it. Oh wow. Wait a minute. Okay. You know that was put in for the fanboys. Seriously? Her finishing move is to take a stripper and then take her clothes off so that she's so embarrassed about it.
Round 1, kill.
Okay. I guess I'll just accept that. Okay, Rena. Oh, Rena is a half woman, half rhino creature, and she's one of the sub-bosses in the game. So, really, what part of her is rhino besides the horn? It's like, it's hard to tell. Reminds me of the Spider-Man villain. I guess this is his girlfriend? So Deke K, a fighting zombie.
1, kill.
That's it. That's all you know. A fighting zombie. I wonder if he was throwing a piece of his skin at you. That's what it looks like.
Round 2, begin.
Look at that, look at that. I used to do that in Street Fighter, just to jump and kick, jump and kick, jump and kick. Who's next? Prism.
I thought you could fight.
Wow.
Round 1, fight.
Prism is a light-based crystal monster. That's it. Uh-oh, he's changing colors. It's like those mood rings that they used to have way back in the day. He's a walking mood ring. Wait, what was left on his ground? Was that his penis? Uh-oh, here's a big man. Coldan the Conqueror. A large man with a gloved hand and giant hypnotic needles in the fingers. Oh, I'm sorry, hypodermic. I read it wrong. So he's Freddy Krueger mixed with a drug dealer. Uh-oh, boss is giving some comp. Look at that. Too bad he doesn't know how to hit low. Ooh, she knows how to hit low. Uh-oh, Carl's about to lose. I don't think so. Wow. This is great. The Disneyland today. I'm going to. I wonder if Disneyland approved this. Do you think that Disney approved this? I don't think so. I guess they have to if they used it. All right, so yeah, you get the character walk out. These are all the people that got their ass kicked.
Killer time! My mama could kick your butt.
I'll show you.
I'll show you some skin.
Coward!
You're weak.
Alright, so, yeah. This was our M.A.M.E. game featuring a lot of unreleased games, and you can see why some of them were exactly unreleased.